Alrighty, hello YouTubers. If you're watching the recording, skip ahead a couple minutes till I say my hellos to the people that will be live in chat. A little out of breath. I just ran upstairs and switched out my glasses. I think I need a prescription change. Can't see my chat like I used to. All right, as soon as I see somebody in here and know that I'm good to go, I'm going to move this camera a little bit. Hang on to your lunch, people. Where is the end? How does that get moved up there so much? Sorry. We'll try that. Maybe this got pushed back. Oh, hang on. For some reason, I'm defaulted to top chat. May not be visible. What's going on? Here we go. Hey, Joan. Hey, Margaret. All right. I don't know why that defaults over there to top chat. That's not what I wanted. Let's see. Huh. It's telling me that's all that's available. Hey, Jackie. So we'll have to go with that. I don't know if I'll miss anything or not. Bevies, hello. Oh, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I tell you what, I'm in Maryland. It's too dang hot outside to do anything but this. Hi, Leanne. Hey, Kat. Welcome, everybody. Joan, is it still chilly in your neck of the woods? Tell you what. Whew. It's so weird. Last Sunday, we were invited to a pool party. It was 46 degrees. I wore my Uggs. Now today, it's too hot. I don't know why. And you can't change it from top chat? I've never seen that before. I have no idea. Oh, it's been warm, Joan. Okay. Hey, Linda. So last week, I started on my very late. I think it was on Monday the 31st. Squeaked it in under the wire for my design project I owed for Robin McClendon. I'm on her design team. And every month we're supposed to do a project. And May was crazy for me. So I squeaked it in right under the wire, but I didn't get to finish it. So here's where we were. I printed out her May printables, which is all the backgrounds of this. And on the flip side of them, I jelly printed something, just something, whatever it was, it was. And left some pretty much blank to have a starting jumping off page. Added some, some of her stencils or, here's another one here, some crackle roller over here. I did a flip through on the last one, a stamp here. Was just added a little something in there. But now I wanted to finish off the cover. Oops, look at that. I got a schmutz on it somehow. How the hell did I do that? Oh, well, that's okay. So I had this extra piece of the folder. That's the base of this. Hey, Tori. The base of this is a manila folder. All right, you can see all the crap in here. I want to cover that up. So this is a strip I cut off to get it the right size. So I thought about like putting a pocket or something in there to cover that up. And I wanted to see if I could, remember how I scripted on that one folder with that silver black ink? However, that was watercolor paper. And I coffee stained it. And then I spritzed it with water and used this silver black ink to script over it. So I thought about doing something like that on the front and on this pocket. So I did it on the inside of the pocket just before I came on. And it acts differently on this manila fabric, manila folder stuff, but it still gets a little bit of a silver black glow. And you can see I barely wet it this time, and it wicked out a little bit around the edges, which looks kind of cool, I think. So I'm going to try my hand at doing it very boldly on the outside covers and on this pocket. and see what happens. And if it really flubs up, I'm going to stencil over it and just push it in the background. Hey, Brooke. Hey, Jan. Oh, you're welcome. And I'm going to see. Well, we'll just see. What the hell? So let me get this stuff out of the way. And then these strings I left on the side where it was sewn, I'm going to cut the short one off. I'm going to double knot them first. And then on these long ones, I left them extra long. They're going to get cut off too. I don't want this many beads on there. But just to add a few little beads on the spine, on each of these 3 long tails here. And I picked out some beads. Some of my lampwork beads, some raku collection beads that I had, some seed beads. And these look kind of raku-y. I showed you these last time, but these are really cool beads. I won't need all those colors. I'll probably end up with a mixture of these 2, but they look like raku to me. So we shall see. All right, let's do this first. I need to find a little palette. Hang on, I got my slippers kicked off underneath my desk. Somewhere. There we go. I'll use this little dish. I want to get my mister. This is one of those continuous mist sprayers. It gives a real fine mist. And you don't have to pump, 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 pump. You pump once and it just mists for a long time. That was the item number on Amazon if anybody's interested. And this is just a plastic wrap, like a label on here. It's not painted on here, but I thought that was appropriate. I got those one year for all the girls and gentlemen. Hey, Sue. Good to see you. Hey, Jude. That came to my art retreat one year. You know, back in the days when we could still do that stuff. But I digress. So, yeah. I need to put this. I got too much crap out here. I was working on a different project. I'm taking a class by Jane Monteith, her mixed media master class. And I was down here trying to put some of those papers together. I did wash up a little bit, but I had stuff all over me. So let's see what happens. I'm going to put a little bit of this in here. I always put too much. So now I'm just going to put less than I normally would and see where we end up. And I'm just going to use my silver number 2 brush. That's what I did this with. And that came out okay. So I'm going to, let me think about this. I'll probably glue it in there like this. So the back is higher, or I might just cut that off even. So this will be the front. So I want it oriented that way. And I'm just going to give this no retreat this year. It's something like Joan can't come from England yet. People that fly, you know, still have issues. The hotel still has restrictions. So we're going to shoot for next year. Okay. Holding it up a little bit. I'm just going to go like that on it. There's a little bit of water on there. And I'm digging the brush in here pretty good because that silver settles pretty quickly. And I'm just going to do something squiggly. And it's starting to curl, of course. Let's see what happens. I'm going to hold it down for a second. I know, Joan, me too. Yeah, my wait list is growing. From the last I heard, everybody, God willing, that was supposed to come the year I had to cancel, still plans to come. So that doesn't necessarily always hold true. So then I'll dip into my wait list. All right, that's got a cool color. You guys can see on camera how that angle is catching that silver blue. I love that when it settles in like that. and got just a little bit of wicking around it. All right. Okay. Well, that wasn't too bad. So I'm going to set this off to the side and let it take its time drying. And now for the ballsy move. Ugh. Well, let's do the back first. What's the worst that can happen? And I'm just going to do a streak of this, maybe down this outside edge. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, that's fun, Jan. Okay, here we go. My brain's thinking while I'm thinking about doing this. All right, let's just jump in, shall we? What the hell? It's a manila folder. It's not like I'm etching 24 karat gold. It's not that precious. Okay, here goes nothing, people. We'll let that sit a spell. And actually, I think I'm just going to leave this here and do the same thing out on this outer edge. And then I can set this aside while I decide on my beads. I'm glad to be back, Sue. Thank you. Oops. That doesn't look very good, but it's going to be in the background. I love to put it on this newsprint. It almost immediately turns silver because it sinks in. It's very porous. Get that ink out of my good brush. There we go. Put that over here. And I'm going to set this off to the side. Set it up on my keyboard and pray for no leaks. Hey, Candy. Okay, so beads. These are some lamp work beads that I did years ago, little discs that I was playing with, and they each have purple, black, and neutral in it. I don't know if I'll throw those in there or not. And here's some of my raku beads that I've collected. I'm running out of those. They are precious. Oh, this is a lamp work bead I did with some special glass that has see that glow look to it? That's just one glass there. One piece, one glass rod. It does that magical thing. So let's see. I want to think this through because it's easy to hose up. This might be good to dangle off one because see where the hole is in the point? Because you got to tie a knot at the end of the string that's big enough so that the bead doesn't pull off the knot, right? Hang on, let me see what Jude's saying here. Something screwy with chat. I can only get top chat today. Let me see if it'll change now. Nope, there's a message that comes up behind my video window that's part of the overall window that I can't see. So I have no idea what the hell that's saying. Can my jelly print technique to work? Any ideas? I paint the plate, let it dry, apply a thin coat of paint. But my pulls look awful. Awful how? Oh, Jan's on live chat. Okay, well, that's good. Mine just says top chat. So if I miss anybody saying anything, hopefully that's why. How do you mean awful, Jan? Does it not pull the whole image you wanted to pull? You might have to let it sit on there longer or press it a little bit harder to get a good grip of the paper to the wet paint. Or maybe the layer you put on that's thin is too thin. You don't want it too thick for sure to clean up you know, to do a cleanup print, what I call it, was to suck all the paint off with one pull. But yeah, it might just be the amount of time it needs to really adhere, or the pressure, or the amount of paint might need to be tweaked. Miss Terracciano. Well, indeed. With a curl on top. Ah, that's a little inside Dairy Queen joke. You know, back when she snuffed it in Arizona. Woo. Okay. So I'm not worried about these being... God, these are all so pretty, though. I think these are too big and heavy for this little book. So we're going to roll those out right now. Just right now. These are too similar to these. I'm going to roll that out. This is too shiny, baby turquoise. I'm going to roll that out. The gold's pretty. These are like a bronze, blacky bronze. So oops, where are you? It kind of looks like a little shimmer on there, like iridescence, but kind of similar to this paint, the ink, how it dries on. I'm showing you over there. This ink, how it dries, kind of, sort of. Debbie, hi. Good to see you. So I might make this the end of one. It might, well, see, even these seed beads, these have bigger holes. These have a small hole. Maybe I'll use this as my bottom bead. Well, hell with it. Let's just dive in and see what happens. Let me get a bead tray out because these are going to be all over the place. I wonder where they are. Oh, I'll use these. Let's see where we get. Hey, Dana. Hey, Kath. Those are really pretty. What are they? I don't know if anybody uses these kind of beads for anything, but they're by Beyond Beadery, and they're called Rusty Purple. I got these at a bead show. I went with the Maryland girls will remember Charlene and Penny. I went with the two of them up to Philadelphia to a bead show. Here's the number. And I got these there. Okay, let's see. Man, they're all so pretty. Good thing I have teeth. All right, let me get a few of these. And maybe a few of these. Oh, they're bouncy. Hello. Maybe because they're so light. All right, and then I think I'll put this at the bottom I want. Oh no, that might be too big. I just said that, didn't I? All right, let's just put these all in here. They'll be somewhat contained. Apparently that's downhill. Oh, look, it is. Let's just do it this way. Good Lord, this should be easier. Okay, this is dry enough. Okie dokie. I'm going to take each set, the long and the short, and I'm going to double knot it again. This is wax thread. When you knot this stuff, I don't think you could get it apart. I can't get it apart if I wanted to. And I'm going to cut that really close to that knot. I used to put a little bit of, what's that stuff called? That clear, it's a Ranger product. I got it right here somewhere. What the hell? Oh, glossy accents. I used to put a little drop of glossy accents on there, but I think, you know, this isn't, how much is this going to be used and handled to unknot a wax thread? I don't think that's going to be an issue. And let's see, this one. I'm all thumbs. Come on, baby. Work with me. Jeez Louise. You wonder why I don't do any fine work. That was a demonstration as to why not. Okay, let's get these two out of the way. Yes, Jan. Thank you. I might do some more stuff on here. We don't know what we're going to do. So let's just start, shall we? And this thread is so, the wax on it makes it stiff enough that you don't need a needle or anything. You just start throwing crap on here. And I'm not doing any rhyme or reason because to my eye, these all go together. And however they end up stacked on there, that's how it's going to be. Now, of course, these, is that hole? No, there we go. That hole is like just, wow, just about the size of that. Actually, I have to push the bead down. It won't even fall. Get down there. I wanted some regular, these are not the right shape. I want to put something, let me look at my drawer. I want some black in there too. Oh, surely I have black seeds. Oh, those silver ones, they might come in handy. Those might come in handy. Well, see, I did this last week. Oh, here we go. They're black. They're bigger, but that's good because that'll take up more bulk in the length of the string. They're kind of a mixture of clear and shiny and like what I want to call frosted, like etched. They're too small. So they're big and shiny. Oh, here's some black. They might be just right. These might be a little overkill and they're shiny. I want a matte. Okay. We can put those away. Okay. I don't know. What could go wrong, Gayla? You've witnessed this enough times to know that quite the variety of things could go askew. Yeah, these are what I want. Some matte black to put in there. Oh, it screws on there. No wonder it was hard to pull off. Hey, God. Okay. And these are just silver. All right, let's just keep whacking away. I'm going to put something shiny on both sides of the black so it kind of pops. Oh, but you are being recorded. At least your words are. Let's get some of this stuff in here too. Maybe I should bring in closer for a real laugh. I'm not the most nimble of hands of late. I'm going to put 3 of those in a row because I like them. I haven't seen Eileen in forever. But I've not been streaming in forever too, to be fair. So, you know. How do these open? The hell? That looks tricky. Gelli, you act like you speak from experience. That'll brighten it up a little bit. Let me see how out of place one of these would look. Oh, there she goes. And put those in there right away because they are going to be trouble. Oh, good. So she's alive and well. That's good. Well, is it me or does that... Oh, wait a minute. I'll take my glasses off. Oh, for Pete's sakes. These are the kind with no holes in them. Oh, that's going to look great. Let's put some of those in there. I'll get that same shimmer out of these little ones. Let's put a copper bead in there. Sorry. All right. No, I want that. Give me a black one after that. That. Lordy. Hey, Kathy. Uh-oh, is Dot having problems again? This will definitely be the one I put on the end because that's... I got to almost force that on there. This is hard to watch the chat doing this. I almost like it better when I do a pattern. Got beads in my mouth. Because then I don't have to think about what I'm putting on there next. I know what's coming up next. Those are pretty too. Yeah, what happened to Dot? Is she having heart issues again, Joan? I think I told you guys about two of our closest friends, one here in Maryland and one in Pennsylvania. Both were in ICU with COVID. One was very, very bad off on a vent for 9 days, lost 62 pounds. But he's back home and he's actually gone through some rehab at home and is going back to work Monday part-time. Fluid build up again. Ah, crap. Well, if you talk to her, send her our best, please. One of these I want to make shorter, and that might be this one. So let's cap it off with one of these, assuming I can get it on there. Wow. Sheesh. Okay, I need to get an awl so I can tie that knot close to the beads. Oop. No, that's in my drawer. Oops, all my needles are coming out. That's what I need. You can use Airborne. It's a good container for your needles and little tools. Just saying. Had to hydrate a little. Okay, so now, well, glass has got to come off for this. Because this, I think, is the hardest thing to do, is to get a knot right up against this, because I like the beads to be held where they're supposed to be and not flopping all around. And so what I try to do is put the awl in the hole of the bead at the bottom. This is very tricky. Very tricky. And within the knot. So the knot circles around the awl and you can get it right up against the bead. Like so. That almost worked. I got about I don't know, a little more play than I wanted. So let's try to get one closer. And I got to do several knots to make the knot big enough, even for this small bead. Try to get it on there. I should zoom in so you guys can get a good laugh. There we go. I kind of got two. Hey, Tam. So I kind of got, so yeah, there you go. Not big enough that it will keep them on there. And then I'm going to clip this right up against that knot. And then row 2. Let's see what we got here. I'm just going to pick up and start beading whatever I can hold on to, maybe. Hey, Lona. Okay. One of these. Those. This is kind of a mind-numbing exercise. Some of us start off a little ahead of the game anyway. Oh, Gayla can attest to that. Okay, let's see. Let's put a couple of these little teeny tiny ones up there. 2, 3. Let's go get some more of these. I like to do them so the different beads, as they're hanging, there's different beads alongside of one another, not same. Unless I'm doing a pattern and I want them to do that. Should I zoom in a little? The camera seems like it's, I don't know, we'll try. Hang on, I'm going to move the camera. Hold on to your lunch. That gave me about a quarter inch. Oh, you know what? I think this is up. Hold on. That's what it is. The whole front of it was bent. The wrong angle. No wonder. Oh my goodness, as Oakley would say. So as of Tuesday, we're having our master bath ripped out. And doing a new bathroom. So that should be fun. Hopefully it's only going to take them a couple weeks as they estimated. Oh, thanks, Jan. I tell you, that's a lot of work picking out wall tile for the shower, floor tile for the shower, floor tile for the bathroom, niche tile for the accent, tile for the bench in the shower. There's a lot of tile going on. And a vanity, and a mirror, and the faucet, and the hardware, the shower heads, and like, sweet Moses. These are hard to do because there's nothing, they're hollow. So that once the thread goes in one end, it goes anywhere it wants in that bead. Beth, hey! Last week I did a little book that I made from Robin McClendon's May printable pages. That's all the background. Then I stenciled on top of some of them, jelly printed on the back of some of them, just to color every page so it's a start of a journal. And now I'm finishing off the bindings with some beadwork. And I'm going to finish off the covers a little bit more. How's the family, Beth? Your mom looks great. Beth, you grew up in the house next door to us for, well, part of our childhood. She was there. Okay, I just want a couple more of those on this one. I don't want to get too long. We did that 3 years ago in both bathrooms in my house. A pain, but worth it. Yeah, I know it's going to be painful. Did you do them both at the same time? Well, we only need, well, we did the one in our hallway, kind of the guest bathroom, if you will. Gosh, now it's probably been 9 years ago or so. And the bath, our master bath, is about, let's see, Dave and I got together in 7. What's that, 14? It's probably almost 15 years old. I will, Gail. I have that. It'll be the one behind the toilet. Hey, Jerry. And so, anywho, now I forgot what I was saying. Way to screw me up, Gayla. Let's see. Let's put another silver one. I'm going to end this, I think, with one of that little turquoise dangly number. But as I recall, that was hard to do. That was hard to get it to hang right because you kind of have to go back up into the beads. Oh no. Now I remember. It's all coming back to me. I think that's a mistake. Maybe I'll end it with this little raccoon one. Oh God. No, I told them there's, well, we have 2.5 baths, so I'll have 2 other toilets, but they're a walk from the master. And in the middle of the night, oh, you're hoping to retire soon. Good for you. I'm glad everybody's doing well. How old is your mom, Beth? My mom will be 93 next month officially. She's called it 93 for a year, but all right, let's try to knot this one off here. Oops, get in there. There we go. I might have to do 2 or 3 there. 85. Yeah, I knew she was younger than my mom, but I didn't know how much. But I tell you, she looks good for 85. All right, that ought to do that one. Nip that bad boy off there. Oops, forgot I was zoomed in. All right, just to put a little color, a little something on the side. It didn't have to be that big a deal. Speaking of lazy boy shopping, I have a leather 1.5 chair recliner that is probably a max of 3 years old. And Dave was away. It wasn't long after my surgery. And his sister stayed here. And she was in the living room watching TV in the recliner. And she got up and went to sit back down. And the recliner was not working. So, long story. It looks as though, for some reason, there's buttons, the little control panel. It's electric recliner on the side. And there's one for a headrest, one for lumbar, and one for the recline and the leg rest to come up. All of them work except for the recline with the leg rest. So it must be one wire. Thanks, Margaret. It must be one wire in there that is not making a connection. Of course, the whole panel will likely have to be replaced, and that's fine. But I can't. There was a guy we used to use that worked for a local furniture company that was really good, and he came out and repaired something other than that for us one time and gave us his number. I can't get him to call me back. I'm actually worried that something happened to him. And the furniture store we bought it from is out of business. And it said another one of the stores around here carries that brand. So I called them and I said, can you help me? And this is somebody that we're buying the leather sofa and love seat that's going to go out in the sunroom from. And I called her and I said, hey. So she said, well, we don't carry that chair. And I said, okay, fine, but you carry that brand. Could your service department get a replacement panel for me? I'll pay out of pocket for whatever. I just need to get this chair fixed. They can't do that. Oh, son of a bitch. So now I got the most comfortable recliner in the house that I sit in. Doesn't recline. And I'm a big recliner. I'm a recliner fan. But I've texted him like 4 times and just saying, hey man, I hope you're okay, because he was always so responsive. He actually, at first, he said, send me a picture of the panel and the chair, and I'll see if I can figure out what brand it is. And he replied to that and told me what brand it was and said he'd be in touch. And that's probably 2 months ago. So Dave and I we got used to sitting out in the sunroom. It's actually a bigger area than our living room. And when my mom was here, she would watch the TV in the living room, and we would just let her have that and go in the out in the sunroom. And we kind of got comfortable out there, so. Anywho. Hey, Glenda. No, you don't. I'm out of recliner. We do have one the same size that still does work out in the sunroom. But, so we ordered this furniture, the love seat and the sofa, in February. It was supposed to be here the last week of May. The week before that, we got a call and say, oh, just want to let you know that it's delayed. It may be ready the end of June. June 25th is your possible delivery date. But come on. How long does it take to do this stuff? I know everything is behind. Let's blame it all on COVID for the next 3 decades. But sweet Jesus. But when we were looking for the shower heads, the other day we went down to a showroom in Annapolis. And the girl was telling us there that they have, and now I'm going to forget the name of it. Is it Wolf? Is that a name of a stove that's like a gourmet chef stove? Wolf? Is that right? No. Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero? I don't know. It's one of the real high-end. We were not looking at those, but she was telling us that they are, you can't even get any this year. They'll be available sometime in 2020, even for people who ordered them in 20. They can't get them for 2 years. Like, really? How is this happening? Are we not a civilized society? Yeah, we have a Lazy Boy store. It's not a Lazy Boy, though. But we do have stores around us. You would think somebody that does service on that would be able to do it if we could get the part, or if there's just one wire. The panel is apparently functioning, just the button for the recliner is not. Very frustrating. Every time I sit in it, I thought, ah, crap, this isn't working. Okay, let's tie this bad boy off. What am I going to put on there? Maybe one of these little glittery raku beads. That looks different, but similar. Let's do that. Again, this one's hollow, so getting it to come back out the second hole. Tricky. You think you got it, and you don't got it. When you bump the thread on the end inside the bead, it bends the thread, and then you never got it. Yeah, it's Benchmark is the brand name of it. And when you look up, when you try to Google it, they said to me, well, why don't you try Googling it? No shit. That's what I do before I do anything, is try to Google it and learn something about it and see who to call. And when you Google it, you get a New York office. And I called and talked to the New York office. And they said, oh, we don't handle the Benchmark made in the U.S. We only handle Benchmark that's made in the U.K. Okay. So nobody knows of this brand. The store that sold it, belly up. And nobody is helping me. I think I might put it on Facebook and say, does anybody know anybody local that does furniture? I know called furniture repair places to see if, probably they can't do it, but would you know somebody or some place that I might be able to get a part for Benchmark? Google it. No shit. Mm. Well, this one's kind of ticking me off here. Really? No, I've done this before. I know I can do it. I think part of the problem with this issue with getting products and stuff. There, got it. Oh, I got to put a little one after that because that hole's too big. Let's do this. One of these. Is that, at least around here, and I know in Pennsylvania, friends have told us, some businesses are shutting down because they can't get help. The unemployment rate's so high, but they can't get help because they're paying them more in unemployment than they would be able to work for. So there's that. But our friends, actually the one that was so bad off with COVID, where they live in Pennsylvania, it's not a huge town, and I said that some of their favorite restaurants and eateries that they used to go to or order from are shut down because they can't get anybody in to help because they're making too much on unemployment. They won't work. Okay. Sheesh. I think we're done. Okie dokie. Now, let me try to clean some of this up. Actually, you know what, Beth? That might be a good idea. And Chelsea's husband happens to be an electrician. Of course, he does commercial stuff, but that might be a thought. Oh, I got to show you guys a picture of Knucklehead. Cammy. That little turd is so damn cute. Oh. She scrunches her face up when she smiles real hard. Look at her. Oh. Beth, that's Skip's granddaughter. Oh, God bless her. She is a mess. A mess. Hey, Nancy. She's as ornery as she is cute. Truth be told. Electronics? You mean an electrician? I don't think it's an electronic panel. It's just wired. I don't think there's any mechanism in there other than a connection. At least when they replaced one before, there wasn't. But who the hell knows? Skip turned out more handsome than you thought. Oh, God. I always thought he was cute. Now I see the error of my ways of mixing these. Thinking I would have used more. Oh, I almost dumped those. I forgot the cap was off. Oh, where is the cap? There. All right. Oh, and now these. All right. This is going to be fun to watch. If you're watching the recording, you might want to scoot ahead. Okay, this one. This actually ended up really silver on this manila folder. Makes you wonder where the black ink went. Oops. Well, I'm going to leave those last and pour those in. Use the board for what it's meant to be, to do. Part of me just wants to dump these in the bin, but I'll try not to. Black ones, they're here. She could clean up later, but she's not going to, because it'll never get done. Plus, this stuff's in my way, so she's not going to. Okay, so these are these. Okay, let me get rid of all this crap. Crappity crap. A lot of bead bottles for just, oops. Okay, almost done. Okay, get rid of this. And now I got to figure out what else I'm going to do on here, if anything. All right. Oh, Lord have mercy. Is that too long? These out of harm's way. All right. Now we're ready to continue, but I'm going to do something very rude, but I need to do it or I'm going to keel over. I'm going to eat a couple crackers. So I'll try not to talk when my mouth's full, but I'll show you guys this up close. So you can kind of see what they look like. Focus, please. Come on, you can do it. There you go. What are you so for sale? Cheap 5 jelly plates. Oh, because it didn't work still. What kind of plate do you have? Is it Jelly Arts? Is it Jane Davenport? Is it the what's the other one called? Gel Press? And maybe did you put something on it that maybe gave it a weird surface thing that you got to wash that back off again? I'm going to pull my camera back out. So now, all right, what else do I want to do? Oh, I said I was going to do this pocket. Of course, now these are in the way. Great idea. Where the hell did I put it? Oh, it's in a drawer drying. In the drying drawer. I'm just going to cut that off. So if I just put a little bit of glue here and then glue it down, we should be good, right? She said. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use some of Robin's these things, stencils, on the cover too. Fabric Pixie, hi. That's so strange, Pixie, that I don't get notifications for some of the channels I subscribe to either. It's really frustrating. I don't know what they're thinking. What are they thinking? So I just want to put some splash of something in the background. Not overly bold, but just a little something shiny. Bye, Glenda. Oh, if you're trying to pull up a combination of those at the same time with the cleanup, Jude, that may be it. All right, I'm going to use some of the bronze. And I'm just going to, I just pulled out a few of these stencils. Pounce and dab. Paints are golden open. Are you sure the first layer is dry when you go to pull it? I'm trying to think of anything possible that could have gone wrong. I'm just going to pounce some random bits of this and see what we get. Because I know the open takes a good while for that to dry. But I don't know that that would really screw you up that bad. I rearranged these drawers. I never find anything. It's always in the last drawer. Oh, here it is. It's not even in a drawer. It's on top of my desk. That's a good idea, Kathy, to use the packing tape. This is that art glitter glue with that real needle nose applicator. Just get a fine bead, a very fine, fine bead. So I'll start here. I want a paper towel. And what kind of paint are you trying to pick it up with? See, I didn't cut that straight. I cut it as per usual. Never too early. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Get in there. I'm trying to cover this because this little, whatever that little stamp is over there, looks kind of random. It'll just look like a black mark. It won't look like I'm trying to hide something. I'm going to put it up higher so some of the font from the stencils sticks out on the bottom. That's sort of straight-ish. You don't get too picky around here. Hey, Steffi. Thank you. I'm glad to be back. I feel like I need something else on here. Should put a little something on the back too. Maybe I'll just pop more of this on here. just a little something, something here and there. Hey, Carolyn. Thank you. One of my coins. Oh. Oh. Huh. Interesting. Wonder where they are. In the coin department, wherever the hell that is. Let's see. Oh. Huh. What are the chances of that? Oh, there we go. I found something I was looking for the other day. I thought I was out and I knew I wasn't, and here it is. I'll put that in my face so I have it for later. That's almost 2. Oh, you know what I'll do? Probably should have done the beading last. But that would make it too easy, wouldn't it? I think. No, where? There we go. That's what I wanted, that bigger one. Okay. I think maybe what I'll do is pop one of these on here. Try and decide if I want black down for. I'll just do this since I got it on my sponge. And I'm going to shift it to get a shadow of this and then do black on top of it. Okay. Black. I need my black paint. I have so many drawers open. I'm about to take a shin bone off. Here's the biggest coin. All right. Maybe. Oh, I had an idea. Although I don't know about stamping on that cover. Oh no, my stamp door's stuck again. Ah, come on. I gotta get Dave to look at that. Thinking maybe emboss little pictographs like somewhere around here in red and then glue the coin on top of them. Maybe, kind of. You know what? I'm not going to try to dirty another. I'll just cut this off. I'm going to cut you off, boy, right here. Good enough. Let me get this back on there. That goes right there. So we're going to drop it like it's hot down like that diagonally a little bit. How do you guys store your mediums, glues, paint sprays? I have most of mine on one of those IKEA carts. So I can roll it over here and have my way with them whenever I want. I've got some bigger containers on a shelf, which is a pain. All right, just a little something on the inside cover. Okay. Actually, I better hit that with a heat gun before I get too cocky. End up with it stuck to the last page, and you know how that goes. Gayla can tell you. So I take a second heat gun. Done. Okay, so now let's go back here. So if I did that, I may be embossed down, I don't know. It feels like it should be up higher for the cover for some reason than down here, but I don't know that it really matters. Any strong opinions before I proceed? Actually, on one of the newer, here it is. And that's bigger. Yeah, that's bigger. And these are the newer symbols. And the stamp's not as abused, so I might get a crisper image. Now I find that Chinese red. Oh, here it is right here. God, it looks orange to me, but whatever. Distress embossing ink. All right. You know what? What's the worst that can happen? Let's just friggin' do it. Let's see if I overlap it in here. That's going to overlap some of that, which might not be a bad thing. There's room for it there, but that feels weird to me. I think maybe over this dark spot would look kind of cool to have it in there. Let's just do it. Oh, Tam, are you still here? I wanted to ask if you went to the, oh no, that's next week, isn't it? For the Queen's Ink. That's right, because I had something that Saturday. Never mind, disregard. I was thinking it was yesterday. Okay. This is the Chinese red that looks very orange in person here. On screen, it looks like fluorescent red. It is neither of those colors, but it does come out looking kind of like the right shade because I remember we used this before. How good am I? Not that good, trust me. But at least some of it will hit in the box, in the bottle. Marcia, hi. I know somebody else said that, and I know what happens because channels I never get notifications until for Xandra until she's on later, and or after she's been on a while, and other ones I don't get them at all. Very frustrating because there's nothing we can do as the YouTubers to change that. Okay, heat gun coming in hot. Let that heat up a minute before I do it. And now I'm seeing people saying at the top, I'm glad I pleased everyone. Wait a minute. Here we go. Come on. Why aren't you melting? There we go. Wow, that took a while. And that baby's pretty hot too. Of course, it bent my page a little bit, but that's okay. There's that. Got a dragon. And I got the script. I think I like the script better. Shocker. Do I want to put it like that? Or do I want to put it somewhere else? See some of that silver through it right there. Let me bring in a little bit. That silver shows through there pretty cool, actually. And it just fits that square right there. Oh, I haven't seen that, Tori. I think I kind of like it there for some reason. So what glue? What glue? What glue? Maybe some glossy accents? That usually holds stuff pretty good. Oh, I'll have to look now. Oh, you're scaring me, Tori. All right, let me pull this like this so I can really schmutz it. Now, if I try not to drop it and hit the same place, how lucky I'll be. Oh, looky there. Okay. Looky there. All right. I'm going to sit here and hold that for a minute. Isn't this fun? It's exciting watching glue dry. All right. Is it on there good? Just a tiny bit squidged out over there, but it dries clear. I'm not going to worry about it. See, that one blob of silver was just big enough to shine through the open hole. Why won't this focus? Focus on my snaggy looking dirty fingers. Will you do that? Down here maybe first. Had it there for a millisecond. Oh well, you get it. All right. So that's going to be a real tight little pocket in there. But I don't know that I'll ever use it as a pocket anyway, but there's something now covering up that crap hole that was in there. Oh, I'm zoomed in again. Hi, Lee. So I think that's good for now. Don't want to overdo it. There you have it. I don't know, that blank spot bothers me. I put just a little something very pale. Of course, now I do need a new sponge. You like the blank spot? I bet you like bald men too. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Including my husband. I think it just needs a little faint something. I better put the cap back on this. Oh, maybe. I'm digging in my stencil drawer. I wanted my I don't want the round ones. Patty's blank spot gives your eye a place to rest. Maybe that's why it bothers me. This is what I was looking for. Ooh, or just maybe one of those little circles down there instead of more scripty stuff. Oops, get out there. Drawers open everywhere. Undecided. Maybe I'll let it go for now and think about it and come back the next time and have a little look-see and see what I think. Can you tell I'm in and out of my drawers here looking for stuff again? If Eileen was here, I'd put something black and white on it. Oh, that's what I should have put under the. I should have punched a circle of black and white and put it under the coin. Huh. All right. I think I'll let her go for now and live with it and see how I like it. What time is it? 2:30. Oh, Amalia, I was just getting ready to sign off. Oh, hi. What timing? I know I post when I know I'm coming on, I post it on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Because I know people don't get notifications. And you know, still doesn't work. But anyway, I'm gonna, you know what? I'll stay on here for a little while longer. I'm gonna mix up a couple pans of watercolor that I'm gonna put this somewhere safe. Don't want to screw that up right off the bat. But I'm going to send these to a friend who can't get any more. And I found some of this pigment. So I'm just going to make them on here. I don't need to use the oh, hell, I don't remember what it's called. The glass thing, the Muller. Don't need to use the Muller. This camera seems so, like the angle isn't, I'm going to move this again. Something seems off. It's like right up. No, this way I got to go. Okay. I don't know how that got bumped out of there, but it did. All right. Put stuff away. Give me a little elbow room. Yeah, that's why I do all that, because I know, you know, some of the notifications just don't happen. Try to find a clean knife. Is there such a thing? These two are clean. Not necessarily the shape I want, but that's all right. Okay, now I need to find my mask. And a spoon. I have little teeny tiny silver spoons somewhere. Oh, look, here you are. Oh no, that's my scoops. That's a scoop. I was looking for a spoon. Oh my, here we go. Through all the drawers again. Nope, nope, nope. Huh. Well, isn't that something? I know they're here somewhere, but I'll just have to do without. We're going to wing it. There's my mask. Oh shoot. All right, going undercover. I hate these masks. Apparently I need an extra large. My head must be too big for them. Oh my God, it is here too, Amalia. That's why I'm inside doing this. It's too, when it gets hot like that and humid, if I sound muffled, I'm not being kidnapped. I have on my mask. Ay, ay, ay. Which is fogging up my glasses. And there's no science to this. I'm guessing. Well, there may be a science, but I don't have it. I don't know what it is. You're only 75 degrees, Jan. That's like perfect. Hopefully. This is still good. I had another one that kind of blew up, but it was older. But look. See how the jar got all kind of blown up? I was afraid to use that. God, I haven't done this forever. We'll see how it goes. It's bright gold pearl. It's a creamer Erodian. Otherwise known as pale gold. So those of you, some of you probably know where this is going. Jude, hey, how are you? My New Zealand friend. Let me get a little more. Hey, Allie. I never have enough. Dreary in California. Wow. The weather's been crazy here. Last Sunday, a week ago today, it was 46 degrees. We were invited to a Memorial Day pool party, and I wore my Uggs. And then yesterday, it was in the low 90s, very humid, but the feels like temperature was knocking on 100. Like, I'm out. Count me out, people. They taught us when we went to that Kramer class in New York to make watercolors. They taught us not to mull the metallic colors with one of the glass mullers, that it's not necessary, and can somehow, I don't know if you want to say damage the pigment or whatever, but I probably have a teeny tiny bit too much. I think I had a little too much medium in there. I'm sure this is exciting to watch. Amalia, being in New York, did you ever do that creamer class? All right. I'm going to grab a half pan too in case I have no idea how much this is going to make. Ooh, that's a tippy-topped full pan right there. That's good. This might make 3 fulls. Yep, that's another tippy-top one. Tippy-top. It's kind of domed on the top. Let me grab another full one. Hey, are you kidding me? Wild horses couldn't keep Joan out of that classroom down there. There's 3 heaping pans. Let me see if I can get the rest of this in a little. Is this how you made your rose gold? I used multiple pigments to make the rose gold, Jude. They don't have a rose gold pigment. I just played with a combination. hate for the pans to come out sloppy, but when you get down to the end, I can always wipe that off. Okay, that doesn't take long. Get rid of my mask so I no longer sound like a kidnap victim. Joan had some really, really cool colors she ended up with. Some of the spins on the rose gold and just off a shade to make them more like almost a mauve-y gold. Oh man, they were really pretty. That was fun. That whole weekend was really fun. One of these days, we'll get to do something again, my friends. Oh, and here's the little spoons I was looking for in a different drawer. Okay. I'm hoping and praying that we can plan on 2022 for the art weekend. I hate not doing it. Hate it. But as we all know, it is not up to me. All right, where do I have all my... Oh, Lord. I do believe I'm out of pigment space. I have to rejig my drawer here. Oh, look at that. I squeezed one more in there. I don't know how, but will this close now? Nope. Got it. It's like a little jigsaw puzzle. For the surgery, don't need to deal with corn. I know. Yeah, that actually, the whole year kind of worked out. I guess a silver lining, you could call it. When we had my mom here that whole year, I would not have been able to do that had I had to go to the office every day. But we were working from home. And so that allowed me to be able to take care of my mom for the year she was here with us. And then we're still working from home. And now we have an option that some of the marketing team got clearance that we can go in the office on Tuesdays and Thursdays when we want to, but we have to sign up on a sheet so that we only have a maximum of 15 in there at one time. Then we have certain protocols, and there's no cafeteria, no day porter, no food, no coffee service, none of that stuff. You have to bring everything. But if we want to go back in, we can. But yeah, with everything still locked with international flights and all that stuff for Joan with all the, I mean, I think you can fly now, but it's quarantining and all that stuff that adds to all that expense and travel time. So hopefully next year, sounds like a long time, it'll be here before we know it. But we'll have to come up with something really special to do. And we'll see. I'll start working on it after the first of the year. Hold the space, get the dates to you guys, and verify who all wants to still come that was booked. And so we sold out that last year. We were going to do it. So we shall see. Oh, Chelsea just sent me this picture. She said, "Mommy and me matching swimsuits." Cam. Little knuckleheads. They're a little fish, man. They love being in the water. Anyway, so we will keep our fingers crossed that all this goes well and we can get together next year. Yep, you're on the top of my list, Joan. Yeah, Jude, she would cry off and on the whole year she was here, how she was homesick. She wanted to go home. I said, Mom, we're not holding you hostage. You can go whenever you want to go. But can you take care of yourself 24/7 and feel comfortable? If you can, we'll take you today if you want to go. Oh, I better just stay put. And then I hear her talking on the phone to her friends saying, oh, I got it so good here. I know I shouldn't be by myself at this age. But every time we take her on a Saturday to stay at her house, she'd sit out in the sunroom and watch the water all day. She'd cry every time she left her house to come back. So when we found out about me having to have the lung surgery, I told my mom, I said, I think we're going to have to, I'm not going to be able to do anything for a couple of months for you. So I think now's a good time for you to try moving back home. Skip and Zach, that's my brother and his son, are going to take turns staying overnight with you and rotating in to help you out. Zach will work from home from your house. Chelsea will come and help you with showers. And, we had everything all figured out. So she was excited about going home. And so she's been home. We took her March 13th, which is almost to the day that we brought her here the year before. So now to kind of lighten up their load, we brought in, what's it called? Catherine's Keepers. It's like a home nursing service. And she only needs the companion care level. She doesn't need any medical care. But they'll come in Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for 4 hours a day. That's the minimum that they'll contract to do. And they'll come in and help her take a shower, do a load of laundry, fix her some lunch. They would do light housekeeping, but my mom's neighbor cleans houses for a living, and she cleans my mom's house. So, I mean, it doesn't get messed up. So, it's all good so far. Although she's plotting away to lighten up Zach's load for having to come over every day back and forth. He only lives 5 minutes away. And get rid of those damn girls. They don't do that much for me. I hate paying them for nothing. I said, well, what's your plan then? Because this was your plan. This was the plan we came up with to cover for you to get you back home. But, so what's your alternate plan? I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. She wants somebody to move in with her, and it's not really possible. So anyway, she's good. She's doing okay. And I'll probably go over tomorrow night to see her. But yeah, had I not been working from home last year, I couldn't have done that for her. July 12th, she'll be 93, Amalia. I couldn't have done it, if I had to go to work every day. And then this year, of course, with the virus still going and still restrictions, then I had my lung surgery and was laid up for a couple months. That would have been really difficult to try to pull off, planning the whole thing and all that good stuff. But I didn't even attempt it because I knew we couldn't do it anyway. So I want to make sure everybody feels comfortable when we get back to the facility, that you don't know how they're working the cafeteria because there's no buffets open here. They have enough people working there. They could probably have something like a buffet set up, but have the servers work the buffet, not self-service. So they put what you want on your plate, right? The people don't touch anything. So I don't know how that's working, what restrictions they have. I haven't talked to anybody, but we're going to plan for 2020, and we're going to do something to make it really good and extra fun. And so I got to put my thinking cap on and figure out what that's going to be. But maybe we can extend it and rent a bus and go somewhere for a day or two, or an overnight somewhere with everybody, instead of the caravan of cars going up to New York and then all 6 of us piled back in Dave's Navigator to come all the way back home. Oh, God. God bless the people in the back seat. But anyway, that's where we are. So I'm going to skedaddle. It's 2:55. It's almost 2 hours. So I'm going to go get something done, even if it's wrong. And I'll catch you guys hopefully next weekend. Thanks for hanging with me. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon. Be good. Stay cool. I don't mean cool like Fonzie. I mean cool like weather. For all of you old enough that know Fonzie, you probably all do. Thanks, guys. Bye.